channel. My name's Siobhan, and in today's video I will be doing a step-by-step on how I do my base makeup. So if you're interested in how I do that, or you want to learn yourself, then please keep on watching. Moisturiser cream. This is for all skin types, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get a little bit of it. I'm just going to apply it all over my face. Just like so. We're just going to keep applying it and rub it all in nicely. I'm going to bring it down my neck, just like so. Just bring it down my neck. Okay, now that I've done that, what I am going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take some translucent powder. So I am going to take the Revolution Pro New Neutral Translucent Pressed Powder, and this is what it looks like. And we are just going to go ahead, get a big fluffy brush, and we're just going to put it all over the face, just like so. Before anyone asks, yes, I got this little trick from TikTok, and honestly, I am so obsessed with how my makeup turned out after this that I do it constantly now. Okay, now that I've done that, what you are going to take is any setting spray that you've got. And so I use the Garnier Skincare Rose Soothing Glow Mist. And I'm just going to dose my face with that. And while that dries, what I am going to do is I'm just going to make sure that I've got the correct products in front of me. So okay, now that that's dried down a little bit more, what you are going to do now is you're going to go ahead and take your primer. This is the e.l.f. Poreless Face Primer. Of course, you can use any primer that you have got. I'm just going to do a couple of squirts onto my hand. I'm going to take it and I'm going to focus more into the T-zone, so especially where my pores are most out, which is around my nose and on my nose. See, it's very important to make sure that you wait for your setting spray to dry before applying your primer. Just going to rub it in on my forehead, rub my hands together, and just go all over the rest of my face with this. Okay, now that I have done this and I've made sure it's all where I need it to go, I am going to take my foundation. So this is the PS My Perfect Colour Matte Foundation as a neutral to medium coverage, and this is in the shade Ivory. So what I'm gonna do there, either you can put it at the back of your hand and then go in with a sponge, or you can just apply it straight to your face. Just like so. And then I'm going to take my flat foundation brush. I find it easier doing it this way. Of course, you can use whatever brush you use to use your foundation with. My foundation comes out better if I do it this way. So as you can see, I'm not blending it right into my face. I'm just dispersing the product all around it. Just like so. And then I'm just going to drag it down the neck. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take my sponge and we're just going to pounce it into the skin. And this is to make sure it's all blended nicely and evenly around the face. So you're just going to keep on blending until that's all blended in properly. So I'm just going everywhere on my face, as you can see, where my foundation would normally go. And I'm just making sure it's all blended properly. So you're just going to blend and blend and blend. Okay, the next product I am going to take is my concealer, and this is the MUA Pro Base Full Coverage Concealer, and this is in the shade 102. And where I apply this is under my eyes. Just like so. I go onto my chin, on my cupid's bow, up the bridge of my nose, and then I go onto my forehead. What I do then is I don't go in with no brush, I go in with the same sponge that I blend my foundation out with. And we're just going to pounce that into the skin. Just like so, just quick little dabs, you'd say. Like you can hear it, like. Of course, you could just blend your foundation in with a brush, and the same with your concealer, if you would rather do that, but I prefer to apply it and then blend with a sponge. Of course, I haven't always done it that way. I will change it up sometimes. It just really depends on how I feel. So as you can see, I did bring it onto my eyelid. This is when I'm not doing any eye makeup. This is what I'll do. So I'm just going to keep on blending. And then I bring it down my neck a little. Okay, now what I am going to take is my banana powder from Revolution. And I'm going to bake with this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it on a tapered brush like this. Get a little bit of product on there. And we're just going to put it only under your eyes. And a little into your smile lines. I'm going to do the same on the other side. So as you can see, I'm like pushing the product into my skin. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my my pressed translucent powder. I'm just going to get a little bit onto the pad that it comes with, just like so. And I'm going to go over the top of that, so I'm like mixing them together. Of course, you don't have to do this bit. As long as you got the powder down, that's all that matters. Just like so. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in to the Rimmel London Stay Matte Powder. And this is in the shape Transparent. And I'm just going to buff away. All that powder that I've just applied there. And then I'm going to go all over the rest of my face. I've just poked myself in the eye with my brush. And it really hurts. Okay, now that I've done this, this is what your face should look like so far. What we are going to go into now is some bronzer. So this is the Body Shop bronzer in the shade 03, and this is what it looks like. And I'm going to take this on an angled brush. Of course, you can take this on a big fluffy brush if that's all you have. And we're going to go from about mid-cheek, and I'm going to blend it, but I'm going to blend it upwards towards my temple. You see how I did that? So I'm going to grab it and I'm going to blend it upwards very lightly up to my temples. But I'm bringing it to where my ear, mid-ear to top of my ear. And the same on the other side, so I'm going to put it from mid-cheek, or it's easier if you So if you do that and then look straight at yourself in the mirror, you can see where your cheek line's supposed to be. So and then you'll automatically have that shape there. So I'm just going to build mine up exactly how I like it. And then what I do is I go a little bit onto my temples and my forehead. Just like that. I'll go under my lip, down the sides of my nose, very lightly. I'm hardly touching my nose. Go under my nose. And then I'm going to go ahead and do my jawline. And I drag that brush down. So that is how I like to contour my face. Up next, we are going to do some blush. I'm going to take my Olivia Hale blusher in the shade Cotton Candy. I'm going to take this on a big fluffy brush. Of course, you can use whatever brush you prefer to use for your blusher. So I'm just going to smile. I'm going to apply to the apples of my cheeks and I'm going to bring it up. Just like so. So smile to the apples of my cheeks and then bring it up. What I do with this a little bit is go a little bit on my nose, my chin and my forehead, and it helps blend it all together nicely. Right, what another trick I've learned with my next product is I'm going to grab my highlighter, I'm going to grab my highlighting brush. This could be a fan brush, a super big fluffy brush. Not too big, of course, like medium size. So we're just going to highlight like normal. Just like this. Like I said, just highlight like you normally would. So that would be on my cheekbones, on my nose, the tip of my nose. Do a little bit in the middle. Go on your cupid's bow. And normally with highlighter, what I do is I like to go under my brows. And then I'm going to grab a smaller brush, so a little eyeshadow brush. Go into that same highlighter again, and we're going to go into the inner corner. Just like so. Okay, so the trick I've learned is you're going to go back in with some setting spray. This is also going to give you a bit more light to the face. You can use whatever setting spray you have at home. I'm going to let that dry a little, not too much, and while that's still a little bit wet, I'm going to go back in with my highlighter and I'm going to go back to my cheeks with this, but I'm going to bring it round into my temple, just like so. So onto my cheekbones, and then bring it around. And then I'm going to go a little bit onto my nose again, and my cupid's bow, because I like that to be blinding. I'm going to go a little bit onto my forehead, Like I said, just very lightly. I'm hardly touching it, but it's alright if you want to go in with it, that's fine. I'm going to go back in with the corner. And then this is what your face should look like after that. What we are going to do finally is we're going to spray and then we're going to add a lip. So now that I've sprayed, I am going to go in with my lipstick, and this is in the shade Chauffeur. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to apply my lips, and then I will be straight back. So I will see you guys in a minute. I hope you guys did enjoy my little step-by-step on how I like to do my face makeup. So if this is going to help you out, then please let me know if it's helped you out massively. I want to know what kind of tutorials you do guys want to see next, because I'm always open for suggestions. So if you are new here, please subscribe. I would really appreciate that. Please hit the like button, comment down below what you'd like to see me do next, and I will see you guys in my next video on Wednesday.